Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to 1K World Cup 2025 presented by Joke. Hope you enjoyed that short little break that we had in between matches, but we are back for another match to round out this round of 20 weekend. And for today, we're gonna have Random States B versus Taiwan. And you can see on the side of Random States B, you're gonna see some familiar names. We have one of the goats of streaming, FN922 or Ethan, Pop06, Panel, and the GOAT, Adrian Laser. Taiwan, on the other hand, I don't know much about the team, but I am willing to expect that this is going to be a pretty insane match. This is the first time I'm seeing Taiwan play, so I'm going in blind with this one. And I don't know who won the roles. It looks like Taiwan has won the role. So they're gonna opt for the first pick of this match. Let me just grab the statistics here just so I can get a full understanding on how I can assume this will go on. So this is a low bracket match, so loser does go home. The winner will punch their ticket into the round of 16. Random States B, the 15th seed, Taiwan, the 18th seed, so not that far of a difference. Taiwan actually performing a bit better on qualifier 2 than Random States B, but only by like 2 places or so. So it looks like, just looking at these seeding results, they're pretty much almost the same in it's pretty much the same placements, almost roughly the same scores. And we're going to open up with Classic 3 from Taiwan, their first pick of this match. Going to be Senorita Bonita, and we're going to see Adrian Laser and F-Fan also known, or F-Fan in for this pick, Lee Gun and Wee for Taiwan. So I think we're still just getting lobby or like rosters on who's gonna be in what place. I mean, if things don't change, it's gonna be this. Oh, and we're seeing Wee leave for Taiwan. So probably gonna get a replacement in. This map, minute and a half long. You don't really have much time for mistakes, as this chart has some pretty nasty transitions in and out. And yeah, just waiting on whatever Taiwan will, or whoever Taiwan will put in for their third or for their second player. Getting an invite in from probably the player that will fill out this roster, but it looks like it's going to be FN and Adrian Laser on the side of Random States B. As looks like we have our roster. And we're gonna be starting pretty soon. Hopefully. Please. Okay, here we go. Underway. First map, gonna be Senorita Bonita. Like I mentioned, this map, very short. And here we go. Oh, Adrian Laser starting off with a 89, while FN at the 96 mark. Not the greatest start for Random States B, as the as Taiwan has a pretty big lead to open up. Almost a 100,000 point lead. As Ligon finds a miss, we finds a miss, Adrian Laser finds a miss, everyone missing on the section, and yeah, everybody's missing. Ooh, that was a pretty drastic miss from Ligon. Right now it's FN with the highest accuracy in the lobby, 98, but it's just Adrian Laser is down in the 78% mark, while we is only in the 88%. We're gonna have to see Ligon find a bit of an accuracy drop if Random States B wants this lead back on their side. I mean, it looks like it's gonna happen that lead will shrink down by a tiny bit. It's now 77,000 points as Ligon and we are starting to find some drops, but it's just Adrian Laser in that low 80% range. And now that lead started to increase to almost 100,000 again. I mean, as the map starts to close out, you don't really have much time left to go. And I feel like Taiwan is going to jump out early and take this first point. With just the outro of this map left to go, and yeah, Taiwan will be opening up this match wide open with the first point of this match. FN with the highest accuracy though, 98.7, while Ligon 97 as well with the S. A no miss from FN, and it's just those top players there. And it looks like we're going to see the fan pick as FN asking Adrian Laser to have slot 1. Are we going to see this dynamic duo play for each map? I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me find the roster, because I believe it's the other two players rounding out that B team for the United States is Pano, Pano and Pop, but I don't know if they're online. So it might just be FN and Adrian Laser, unless they're here. But either way, it's going to be the fan pick coming out for Random States B. As we're getting things ready here, it looks like it's going to be the same roster. We and Ligon for Taiwan, and FN and Adrian Laser for Random States B. As we're just waiting for everybody to ready up here. This is a bit of an interesting pick. Going for Icicles. This is one of the harder maps in this pool. One of, if not the hardest map we have in this pool. But it's going to be Random States B picking. We're just waiting on one of these players to ready up, which I'm pretty sure is Ligon. And we are set and ready to go for this next pick. Gonna be Icicles. Will Taiwan be able to grab the first break point of this match, or will Random States be able to tie things up at 1? Here we go. And opening up, it's a lot more of a closer lead than what we saw before. Right now, this lead is now starting to really swing into Taiwan's favor, as that's Adrian Laser again finding the lower part of this accuracy, 77%, while Ligon 88%, the lowest on the side of Taiwan. There are no S ranks in this lobby. I mean, FN just climbs up to the S rank. The highest actually in this lobby, while we is struggling a bit. Oh, FN finds a pretty nasty accuracy drop, as they're now down to the same level as we. It's just League Gun and Agent Laser fighting it out, and this lead is still increasing on the side of Taiwan, as it is just, oh wow, that was a very drastic shrink in score there. That went down to 70,000. Now things are starting to look a bit more manageable. It's just FN really pulling this lead back, and that lead shrinks again by 20,000 points. It's just that Taiwan needs to find more of these breaks, and FN just needs to climb that accuracy up. There is still a map to do it. As you can see, that lead shifts very quickly. It's starting to go now in the favor of Random States B. Is there time left, though? That's the question. FN finds the break. That's going to swing the lead over to Taiwan just when signs of life was coming from Random States B. FN was so close to bringing things back, but unfortunately finds the break, and Taiwan going to be taking the first break point of this match. Wow, that was insanely close. But now it is time for Taiwan to pick. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to stick to a more tamer pick. Maybe something like Classic 1 or Classic 2. One of the classic picks. That's for sure. FN, the only one with an A rank in that lobby. Very impressive score from them. Almost an S rank. And I'm waiting to see what Taiwan wants to go for. Gonna be a bit interesting. I think you might want to avoid those more denser picks, as it looked very dicey at the end there with Random States B almost pulling out the victory there. It just came down to if that combo could have been held from FN. But either way, they're going to pull out Classic 2, Zekai, no Juliet, going to be the pick for them. And here we go. And oh, Adrian Laser not having any of these maps. Uh-oh. Ooh, Adrian Laser fires back saying he downloaded it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, here we go, underway. Everybody's ready. Classic 2 going to be the pick. And here we go. I feel like it's just going to come down to if Ethan can just balance out the what Agent Laser, like basically just keep a high enough accuracy to where they're beating out Wii, but also keeping enough in the favor to where Agent Laser can have those breaks, but it won't affect the score that much. But so far, it's not that much of a lead as we saw in the last map. 20,000 points was just lost on the side of Taiwan from those breaks from Ligon. But Trigger, as the map ramps up in difficulty just a tad bit, Agent Laser gonna break alongside Ligon, and Ligon having the S rank range, while Agent Laser is the only one not S ranking right now. FN actually dropping into that high 98 range. It's now Wii with the 99 right now. And right now, Taiwan has a pretty huge lead over Random States B, almost 100,000 points in their favor. And here come the LNs, everybody hitting it besides Adrian Laser. As maybe that stamina component is starting to run out on the side of Adrian Laser. As you can see, they're starting to struggle to hit these sections. But now FN starts to beat out Wii in accuracy, but it's just, we're going to see a drastic drop from one of the players of Taiwan to match up with Adrian Laser. But, I mean, FN's the only one above the 400 combo cap, so that will shrink the lead just by a tiny bit. But Ligon has just been so good this pick. It's going to be hard to throw this lead back in Random States B, but it's entirely possible. We did see it almost happen on the last map. And oh man, it is not looking great for Random States B, but there is still time left. There is still this final third to go, so do not count anybody out just yet. As Agent Laser finds another break, then again it's FN just holding the ground for Random States B right now. We and Ligon are putting up a pretty good score, 97 and 98 for them, while FN with the only one in the 99 range. Agent Laser just struggling to keep this accuracy. As the map starts to conclude, I don't think there's enough time for this lead to be switching. And it is going to be Taiwan taking a 3-0 lead over Random States B. As Agent Laser not listening to their teammate and goes for new 2. But Agent Laser fires back saying they love custom songs. I'm just waiting for everybody to ready up for this chart. My guess is that Adrian Laser doesn't have the map. And we're gonna see a switch up. We're gonna see YTH join in for Taiwan. So Ligon will be leaving the lobby in replacement for YTH. And here we go. And here we go. Oh, whoa! YTH starting off on the wrong foot here. As they are down in the 83 range. Adrian Laser is ahead of YTH, but right now, Random States B having a pretty commanding lead, but we have seen what happens. Everyone missing on this LN section here, as it's a 30,000 point lead on the side of Random States B, as YTH is just struggling on this chart. They're down in the 62 range, almost 50% range. Adrian Laser trying their best to keep that C rank, and FN absolutely just ripping this map in half. 96 for them. As we, the only one close to FN right now, 91%. As FN will almost drop that S rank, but thankfully there is a break section here to kind of claim back some of that accuracy or so. Maybe regain some stamina before you prep yourself for the next section. And here we go. Right now, Random States B sitting at a comfortable 90,000 point lead as these doublet LNs come raining down. Some triplets there, but not gonna trip anybody up. FN drops the S rank, but still keeping this lead very strong on the side of Random States B. Adrian Laser 69%, jumping up to the C rank yet again. As, oh man, it is getting so close. As, I mean, YTH is really just struggling on this chart. I mean, it is very dense, so you cannot really blame YTH. One of the more denser and harder charts in this pool. But Random States B will be getting on the board with this pick if all goes according to plan. And even though Adrian Laser and YTH trade misses and FN finds one as well, that will be it. Random States B will get on the board for the first time in this match. It is going to be 3-1, winning off their own pick. And FN going to make a proposal asking very nicely to see if Taiwan will pick water flowing. Are we going to see it happen? Ooh, but Agent Laser fires back saying, Ethan, if we get 2 to 3, I'll let you do that. So if Random States B gets the break point, Agent Laser will pick Water Flowing. Is that a fair decision? And it's going to be interesting to see what they want to go for. And oh my goodness, we see Water Flowing get the pick. Taiwan hears the prayers of Ethan F-Fan 922 and they get the pick. But that's only one part of the story. They have to win this pick as well. I was just waiting for everybody to get the map downloaded. And it looks like we're gonna see Ligun swap in with YT from YTH for this pick. So we're waiting for Ligun to swap teams here. And here we go, underway with Water Flowing. And here we go, opening up this map. Taiwan having a slight lead by roughly 12,000 points. Not the biggest lead in the world, but it's still a lead. As F-Fan right now holding the ground pretty well for Random States B. Although Wii is holding a higher accuracy, 99.68 to 98 or to a 98. While Ligun barely holding on to that S rank, while Agent Laser down in the 88% range right now. And finding a lot of breaks, not what you want to see. But Wii does find a break, however, that does give the shot for F-Fan to climb back up and potentially beat them in accuracy. But it's going to have to be Ligun having... Oh, Wii does find another break, however. And if F-Fan crosses this 400 combo cap, that lead will start to shrink. As Agent Laser and Ligun trade breaks, Wii is trying their best to climb this accuracy back up. And, I mean, they could do it, however. So that F-Fan needs to be wary of the breaks here. And it's a 128,000 point lead over Random States B on the side of Taiwan. And Wii and Agent Laser find a break. It's... oh man. Are we going to see a classic 2 situation where that lead just pretty much caves in and almost gives to the side of Random States B? It's just Ligon right now holding up for that second player of Taiwan, while We is almost matching up with FN. Although it's almost a whole percentage of difference. It's really just Adrian Laser really needing to catch up with the rest of the group. And We does find a break. FN still holding on, 99.2 for them. Ligon finding a break. Adrian Laser finding a break. Almost everybody finding a break. As Ligon starts dropping a bit of accuracy, they're down in the 93 percentile. Now FN almost holding a 2% lead over We. Just Adrian Laser really needs to stop with these breaks here. And we're going to see a total collapse on Taiwan if Random States B wants a chance to take this lead back. Even though FN's best efforts, it's going to be Taiwan taking this 4-1. And all of the legendary FC gone at the end, but still taking the highest accuracy in the lobby. Wow, that's one hell of a score from FN. And Taiwan is now at a match point situation. As now, this could potentially be Random States B's last pick for this tournament, actually, because this is an elimination round. It's going to be interesting to see what they want to go for. I mean, the title track is still on there. Classic 1 is still in there, and Adrian Laser going to be the kind person he is, and let Ethan pick. And they're going to go for Palm Shot, Classic 4.
Palm shot, give a palm shot. Give a palm shot. Palm shot, give a palm shot. Clap, 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 give a palm shot. Palm shot, give a palm shot. Clap, 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 give a palm shot. Give a palm shot. Give a palm shot. Some are chat non-stop, some are give them out shot. Some are get direct, some are get loaded in about which shot. Something have a happy end, something end with a cold shot. Me not care about that, miss boss, me a cold shot. Me as the target under the sight of a camera shot. Rusty came, murder sound.
And it looks like we're going to see the same roster that we've seen for the past couple of picks. It's going to be Ligon Wii for Taiwan, and Adrian Laser and FN for Random States B.
Them a ring the alarm. The way you're totally unarmed. Them up on red alert. Them not afraid of what them heard.
And here we go for Palm Shot. Classic 4. And I mean, this is probably one of the most important picks of this match. Random States B needs to win this to keep their tournament run alive.
Give a palm shot. Give a palm shot. Palm shot. Give a palm shot. Clap, 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 clap. Give a palm shot. Palm shot.
I mean, so far, it's not looking the greatest, but this map has just begun. And we have seen the pattern of Ligon finding some breaks on later on in this pick. And we're going to actually be the first to drop here, as that will shrink the lead down to 40,000 points. And even more now, but AJ Laser finds the first break on the side of Random States B. That's just going to increase the lead for Taiwan. And, I mean, Ligon and FN, the only ones holding on to the FC right now. They're the ones keeping their heads in the game as of now. But if Ligon finds a break, that might throw the lead into Random States B. Just maybe, though. Because they're, alongside FN, they're the only ones holding up the forward combo cap. But, I mean, there's not much map left to go, and it's looking like the end for Random States B here, unless something catastrophical happens here. Adrian Laser just keeps on finding breaks, and that's not going to benefit Random States B at all. And as the map comes to a close, it's going to be Taiwan going to be taking this match 5-1, pulling the upsets. And even though there's a break there from Wii, it's not going to matter, as Taiwan is going to successfully punch their ticket into the round of 16. And wow, that was a match and a half. And just like that, the match is over. A full combo from both Ligon and FN. FN getting the only 99 of this lobby. But I mean, hey, at least dreams came true in this match. We finally had FN play with Adrian Laser. But unfortunately, that will be the end of the line for Random States B, as this was an elimination match. But it is not the end of the line for Taiwan, as they have successfully punched their ticket into the round of 16 bracket. And with that, that will conclude this match. We will be back at 17 UTC for United Kingdom versus Peru Esclave, starting at 17 UTC, so around 2 hours from now. And then finally, at 20 UTC, we have the last match of the round of 20, the United States versus Sweden. But we will get there when we get there. So for now, I've been Aristotle commenting this match. We will see you all later. Take it easy.
That's the only way that we wanna eat this blood clot. We don't want it real. We